What's happening, party people? What's happening? It's your host with the most, Mr. Ron, with another episode of 40 Years of Hip Hop. That's right, where we review 1,000 hip hop songs from 1979 and 2019. And party people, I know we're boosting it to the max because it's gonna be worth it. You know, coming soon. Forever Hip Hop on our SoundCloud platform. It's gonna be worth it. You know, like, yeah. As I'm actually doing the review, there's a few things that I'm going to mention about that. Check it out. Forever Hip Hop on our Mixcloud, so you'll be able to basically listen to all of the songs that we review. But not only that, but the songs that I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, you know, whatever I've been listening to, you know, mixtapes, all of that is gonna be available, and it's gonna be awesome. That's right. So party people, what am I reviewing today? Today I'm actually back to old school. You know, today I'm reviewing a track from 1990. In the past weeks, I've been actually doing more of the modern stuff, you know, that I found a little interesting, you know, for various reasons. However, I have to say, and I have to admit that I'm super happy to be back doing some 90s reviews again. So today, party people, we will be reviewing It's a Shame, My Sister by Monie Love, featuring True Image, from the album Down to Earth, which was released in 1990. But before we get into this, party people, let's take a look at Mr. Ron's Week. I've been reading, and Akon believes that R. Kelly has the right to redeem himself over mistakes. Wow, interesting. So Akon believes that R. Kelly should have a shot at redemption following his conviction on numerous sexual abuse charges on Monday, September 27th. There's always a way to redeem yourself, but you have to first accept the fact that you're wrong, he explained. He has the right to redeem himself from those mistakes. Even him, he has the right to try to make right by those he hurt. And I agree with that statement. I totally agree with that. I find redemption beautiful, you know, second chapter. However, from day one, I always said that the R. Kelly thing is definitely, I would definitely link that to mental health issues, as I believe R. Kelly himself was sexually abused as a child. So I think that from my point of view, and you know, I don't know anything, you know, I'm just giving my opinion on this podcast, but I think that redemption would start here. That's the way I see it, you know, that's the way I see it. So party people, what have I been listening to this week? So actually this week I've been listening to, I had a compilation of Mellow music group in my phone, and I've had it for a few months, and I just didn't really have a chance to dive into it. And I was like, wow. And it's the second compilation that Mellow music group released. I had the first one from a few years ago. I think it was 2018, 2019. So a few artists that are on that label: Open Mike Eagle, Homeboy Sandman, Odyssey, Joel Ortiz, who I feel that finally found a home. You know, he actually jumped a few labels here and there, but I found like it's a good home for Joel Ortiz. And Mellow music group it's for the heads, okay? Like it's for really people that are like really into, and I'm just gonna say, who kind of like stay away from commercial hip hop. That's the way that I think I will label it. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. Some great MCs, you know, that are on that label and on that compilation from 2021 that I've been listening to. And party people, again, I have to give you my track of the week. I've discovered this new dude called Monie, Morray, Monie, with the track Bad Situation. And yo, ooh, this brother can sing, rap, and again, and that made me think about the whole like singing, you know, and rapping thing. I mean, like, it's been around for a long time. Lauryn Hill did it in the 90s. Ja Rule burnt it, you know, like Ja Rule used it in the early 2000s. Then Drake followed up with that, you know. But this guy has like an angelic, powerful, it's like, I don't know, some Luther Vandross into some Teddy Pendergrass, some gangster shit. That's the way I see it. That's, the guy could sing, and yeah, definitely, he will definitely be featured in one of our compilations, Murray with a Bad Situation. And party people, of course, don't forget to check out my man, the G Unit. He will be reviewing Queen Bitch. That's right, Queen B from Lil Kim, featuring Notorious B.I.G. So that's gonna be an interesting one, you know. Yeah, I'm down again. Like I'm down with that track. I believe like Lil Kim, she had like a pretty good album in the early 2000s. You know, yeah, she's good. Not my favorite. Not my favorite rapper. You know, however, you know, I will give her props. And a lot of people is gonna say she was the first girl to lays down those dirty raps, and I will say no, she wasn't. The first girl who did that was a rapper called Choice, and she was on Rap A Lot Records. And hopefully, I don't know, cause yo, that track is terrible. It's not good, man. Maybe she'll make the top 1,000. I don't think so far, but yeah. All right, my man. So make sure you tune in for the G-Man's review of Queen B by, of course, Lil Kim featuring the Notorious B.I.G. Alright, party people. So, why did I choose this song? Okay, so now let's get to it. Let's start the review. Why did I choose this song? Well, it's a song that I've always carried with me. Okay, throughout the years, I don't remember the first time I heard it because this song is over 30 years old. It came out in 1990, but I just remember always having a copy of it either on tape. Then from tape, I had the vinyl. Then I had it on a compilation album, you know, on CD. And then of course I put it on my computer as a digital download, and I stream it on Spotify. And I just said like this was like one of those tracks that was always with me, you know, and it deserved to be reviewed, you know. It made the cut. So Originality, party people, is this song original? And if so, how? Well, so you have to see that Monie Love is part of the Native Tongue, which as a crew, they're already original, okay? And this song was original to a certain extent, but I don't think that was the main goal. You know, it had more of a dance feel to it. Then again, when you're in a crew, okay, so Monie Love, she's part of the Native Tongue, and now the Native Tongue consists of De La, Tribe, the Jungle Brothers, Queen Latifah, Busta Rhymes. So as you can see, creativity runs high in this crew. You know, on the hook, you know, it's a shit. Pardon my singing, that's right, pardon. It's actually Ultra Nate, you know, that is singing before she started her house music career. And let's take a look in 1990, who was hot as MCs in 1990. So just to situate you a little bit in hip hop, in 1990, what the music that was being made, I don't think we could label it as 90s hip hop yet, okay? Because a lot of it still that had like that late 80s feel to it. Like in 1990, the hottest artists, you had like LL, KRS-One, Chuck D, Cube, Big Daddy Kane, Rakim, Salt and Pepper, you know, just to situate you a little bit. And party people, fun fact, Monie Love comes from a gifted family. Her father was a London-based jazzman, and her brother is a techno DJ that goes by the name of Dave Angel. Courtesy of Discog, party people, and this is why I give it a 3 on 5 for originality. 3 on 5. Delivery, party people. Delivery, which consists of lyrics and flow. So, you know what, Monie Love, when I listen to her, you know, as I'm listening to the song, she has a nice voice, nice delivery, nothing special, okay? Nothing special. I think that Monie Love, she would be really good in maybe like in a group, you know, the same way that she was in the native tongue. She could definitely hold her own, you know, as a solo artist, okay? So let's check out the quotable. You gotta let him go and let him know this is the end. You've been kissed, dissed, listed as a dumb one. I hope he likes sad song, he's gonna hum one. He's been a dumb, and that's the way it is forever. There comes a time when you are the end of your tether. Nice rhymes, very straightforward. So definitely this is like a breakup, you know, a breakup type rhyme, you know, where like a girl felt used, you know. And yeah, I really like the way that she flipped it towards the end. You're at the end of your tether, so that means like you're not giving anymore, you know, like it's time to stop giving. So courtesy of genius.com, party people, and this is why I give it a 3.25 on 5 for delivery. 3.25. Production, party people, which consists of beat, mixing, scratching, engineering. So party people, the beat is dope, okay? Definitely a little bit more on the dance side, you know. Again, the snare drums are very, like, I would say, like you would find the same sounds in house music, but it totally worked. It totally worked. Produced by Andy Cox and David Steele, who both worked with Fine Young Cannibal, We Papa Girls rappers, just to name a few. Samples, it has 2 samples, okay? It's a Shame by the Spinners, which was released in 1970, and The Jam by Graham Central Station, which was released in 1975. The song was sampled 4 times and covered once, and courtesy of who sampled, and this is why. For production, I give it a 3.25 on 5, party people. 3.25. So, top 55. So, party people, this is my top 5 Monie Love tracks. Now, she did have a short career, 2 albums, but it doesn't matter. You know, I still think that she has, you know, something to say. The fact that she comes from London, you're gonna have a whole different approach and point of view to hip hop. And she also comes from a musical family. And it's a change, you know, it's a change from like your classic, you know, born in the hood with nothing, you know, and that was my only way story. So here's my top 5 for Monie Love. So again, in no particular order. So number 1 is going to be Ladies First, which is a Queen Latifah song, and actually Queen Latifah was the one to put her on. Of course, it's a Shame, the song that we are currently reviewing as we speak. Her first hit, her first single, Monie in the Middle, okay? And I'm definitely gonna go with Doing Our Own Thing, which is a posse cut with Jungle Brothers, De La, Trap Called Quest. Again, like a whole native tongue swing type flow, you know. And for the 5th position, it was a 1, 2, 3. It was a 3-song tie. But you know what? I think I'm just going to set it down to 1 track, and this is going to be Down to Earth, okay, which is like the title track on her album. This is Monie Love's top 5. And party people, before we get back into our review here at 40 Years of Hip Hop, We use Buzzsprout for our podcast. They get your show listed on every podcast platform available. We were able to get 10,000 downloads within a year as Buzzsprout members. You'll get a great looking podcast platform, an audio player that you can drop into any other websites, even WordPress templates. You will also benefit from detailed analytics and tools to promote your episodes, like audio video snippets of your podcast called sound bites. However, for me, my thing is that I get to generate a second revenue by talking about something that I'm passionate about. Think about it, you must be a fan of something. Try podcasting about it. It's easy, fun, and can generate a second revenue. Get started for a free, no credit card required, cancel anytime, no contracts, and it doesn't stop there. You will receive a $20 gift certificate after your second paid invoice. Link in the description down below. Buzzsprout, party people, is always the way to go. That's right. So relevance, party people, and longevity. Is this song relevant? Was it able to stand the test of time? If so, how? Well, the way I see it, it did not. Okay, what I mean by that is, as I'm doing all of this research, I think that Monie has something like as 182,000 followers on Instagram, and this is what it came down, party people. This is nowadays how we measure if someone is hot or not, by the freaking amount of IG followers that they have, and that's it. That's the way. That's the way. 182 IG followers, which is 182,000, which is, well, not bad. It's better than me. It's better than me, I'll tell you that much. I think I got 2 reactions on YouTube, and there was 232 views, 232,000 views on the video, which is not bad. Okay, it's not bad. We're not in the millions, but at least we're in the early hundreds of thousands. Okay, it's not bad, party people. Okay, and Fleur East, again, these are all artists that are coming from the UK, she sang It's a Shame on the show X Factor in 2014, and yeah, so that's why. So party people, for relevance, I will have to give it a 2 on 5, party people. 2 on 5. Powerful impact, boom from the cannon. Party people, is this song impactful? Is it? I don't know. I do not know. Let's take a look. Well, I will tell you, this song impacted me personally. Okay, this song is actually, guys, the first song that kind of made me realize that, again, I was very young when this came out, and again, I was kind of in the awakening of my sexuality, and being able to hear lyrics from a female's point of view talking about a breakup made me aware that, hey, you know what, sometimes, and again, not that I was a player at 12 years old, no, but maybe you like a little girl, you held hands in high school, you kissed, and maybe the next week you don't like her as much, maybe you like someone else. And it made me realize that you can't just be doing this, that there's this thing called emotions, and when you reject someone, that could hurt them, and I by listening to these songs, to that song, I was like, okay, so I have to be careful, of course, that's the way my mom raised me, I can't be no jerky jerk, so of course that changed later down the years, but at the end of the day, it really made me aware that, when you break up with a girl or when you reject her, at least be nice about it, because you're already hurting her feelings. Not only that, party people, this song had a huge influence on hip-hop culture. However, not in America. Absolutely not. In America, the song was noticed. Okay, it was a single. It was a little bit of a hit, but not as much as in Europe. You see, Monie Love was the hip-hop ambassador for Europe. Okay, she brought new sounds to countries that were oblivious about hip-hop culture, like Switzerland, Germany, France, the Netherlands, to name a few. Okay, Trident, them right it did. That song charted in 8 different countries. Okay, and that totally helped put hip-hop on the map on a world scale. Okay, definitely more on the European side. So let's take a look. Let's take a look. In Australia, peak position 90. Okay, ARIA charts. In Austria, the Austria top 40 peaked at number 12. Europe, Euro chart 100 peaked at number 42. There's more. France, the SNEP peaked at number 50. Germany, number 11. Netherlands, the Dutch top 40, number 9. The Netherlands, the single top 100, number 9. Switzerland, Swiss hit parade, number 6. UK singles, number 12. US Billboard Hot 100, number 26. US Billboard Hot Dance Club Play, number 2. And US Billboard Hot R&B Singles, number 8. And party people, this is why for impact, I give it a 5 on 5. That's right, one of the most impactful songs in Europe. Actually, that would be the second one, because I will tell you which one is the first one, because again, I have to keep the element of surprise. Surprise, party people. All right, party people. So, recap. Sweet song that I guess I will carry with me forever. Okay, that made me aware of women's feelings. You know, like not to be too much of a dick. Whoops, I just cursed. Yeah, you know, it has a swell groove to it, nice sample. It's a shame. And again, like I really had a crush on Monie Love, I have to say, when I was young, and my wife kind of like ended up looking a little bit like her. Anyway, so party people. So, just a little recap. Originality, I give it a 3. Delivery, 3.25. Production, I give it another 3.25. Relevance and longevity, this is definitely something that, you know, people from a certain age are going to remember, or people that really followed the native tongue and the crew, the artists that were surrounded around the native tongue, but not something that is going to be in mainstream. Like you won't find that in the Spotify top, you know, old school hits from the 90s. Absolutely not. This one, you had to know it, you know. Longevity, that's right. So I'm gonna hit it with a 2. And impact, I'm gonna hit him with a 5 for a 16.5 on 25. So for a 66%, party people. For a 66%. Brah! Party people, thanks for sharing today's moments with us. Okay, so subscribe, like, share, and party people support 40 years of hip hop by buying us a coffee so that we can continue dropping these amazing weekly podcasts. Tune back next week as I will be reviewing next week. I think, who do I got? Oh, Dead Prez by Jay-Z. We got a big one. Next week. Make sure you tune in. Party people, it's your host with the most, Mr. Ron, wishing you a happy Honolulu. Peace. And I'm out.